So I thought I'd do a little video on a Friday just to see how stressful it can or cannot be, but we won't know until later on tonight. I've not got a huge amount to do and I've not got anything particularly difficult as such. Normally on a normal day it would be absolutely fine, but when you're trying to get back to the yard on a Friday because you want to go home, everything goes wrong. I didn't get tipped last night, unfortunately, so that's put me behind today because they don't open until 7 o'clock in the morning. I've actually got to like 2 minutes wait, so I am going to go and tip now. It's put me a little bit behind because I can't start very early, so that means that although I've used both my 10s at the start of the week and I've used 2 15s, I still have 1 15 left and a 9-hour drive. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to get out and do my daily checks and then we'll get off. This has to be the worst weighbridge that we go on. So I've got a load of wheat that I loaded last night, and I've got my delivery ticket and my passport here, and I'm just going to take that into the office. I've got to go somewhere else down the road to get it sampled and then tip it, and it should be a tailboard tip. So apparently I can turn around down here, but I don't think I can, to be honest, because everything is parked in the way. I actually don't know how I'm going to turn around down there. Absolutely ridiculous. I cannot turn around anywhere down there. They've had a new posh cabin put in. Fancy. Right, I'll go and see them. They'll take a sample, test it, and then hopefully I can go and tip. I can't get here. Looks like I got a little bit dirty getting the wheat out, but we're all tested and passed, and it's back to the truck to go and tip in the shed. I need to spin the truck around in the shed, which I try to avoid doing, especially when loaded, but in this shed I have no choice.
there is already a pile of wheat tipped in the shed, and I back towards the corner. And then I decide that actually that's not a very good idea because the roof is quite low that side. So I decide to tip the other side of the pile where the shed is higher. I just need to open my back door and then I can tip up. I know that I can kick the door forwards to get it open and run away, but I decide to have a go at kicking backwards to see if I can do it. I'm actually really surprised I can still get my leg up that high. Now all I need to do is tip the body up, just being aware of the height of the roof. Loads like wheat come out really easily, so it shouldn't be a problem at this height. I've given it a quick sweep out, and then I make sure that all the wheat is brushed off the back of the lorry so that it doesn't fall on the road when we leave the shed. And I make sure that the tailboard is shut tight. Way out and then timber. Going to timber.
Drive safely.
Yeah, well, I actually don't know how to play this. Then after weighing out on that same weighbridge, I have to try and spin round again. I've come down to Teignmouth to load some wheat distillers. Is it wheat distillers? Yeah, wheat distillers. Down here, either you're in and out really quickly or you can be here for hours. So I'm hoping that it's going to be in and out really quickly, although that's normally later in the day when they want to go home. So we shall see. I've made myself a cuppa and I've drank it. I've been sat here now for 18 minutes and I haven't seen anybody yet, apart from the one lorry going out. So I'm hoping somebody will turn up soon. I've got quite a nice view though, so. Then finally a loader turns up and I can back into the shed to get loaded. I take my sheet off and then I give him the thumbs up to say I'm ready to load.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no worries, I've got a wire in there.
I waited 45 minutes in the end for a loader to come along. I think they're just a bit rushed off their feet, to be honest. It doesn't take long to load, and I watch as he puts the buckets in so that I can gauge how much is in the trailer. When I'm ready for the last bucket, I just let him know that I just need 2 more tons. I watch the weigher as he trickles the last bucket in, and when I'm at full weight, I give him a little beep. Spot on. That should weigh out really nicely. So I'm gonna put my body down. Is that right? Yes. Give the lorry a little bit of a shunt forwards because it can actually pile up quite high with distillers. So I'll before I put the sheet in, because otherwise the electric sheet can go straight over, and then there's stuff that ends up on top of the sheet, left on top of the sheet. So that only kicked off a little bit, so that's fine. That's good. Look at the state of the side of my trailer. That's the only thing with doing stuff like distillers, dusty stuff, is the fact that look. Well, it's quite dirty anyway from the roads, but yeah, not nice, not nice. Right, that's done. I have got my ticket and I can go. I never know whether to put my sunglasses on or my actual glasses, because, well, they're both actual glasses, but the sun's really low and it keeps popping out and I keep having to swap them. Drive safely. Oh, she's so nice. So we can actually go a different way out of Teignmouth than we come in, because the there is the road I'm going to go up now is a weight limit one way. So it's a weight limit coming down the hill opposed to going up the hill. But I'm going to have to keep my weight transfer on to try and get up this little bit of slope, because it's not ideal trying to get, because that is green now and it's going to change in a minute, and then the cars will come the other way, and a lorry fully loaded is quite tough to bring up this hill, but it is quicker. I'm pretty low on fuel, so I decided to stop in the garage to get some diesel. I think this might take me a while, this pump's quite slow, but I think as it's Friday and normally treat day, I'm going to get myself a coffee and some nice comfort food. Hopefully that will make my Friday a little bit better. I fueled up, I got myself some nice treats, so now all I need to do is get over to Yeovil, where I'm going to tip this, and hopefully there won't be a queue. We'll see. I've made it to Yeovil, and the good news is that when I got here there was an Arctic on the pit that was just finishing, and then there's a tractor and trailer that looks like it's just starting now. So tractor and trailer normally doesn't take too long to tip, and they'll have something like barley or wheat or whatever on, and then there is a Dean's over there with beans on, Dean's with beans, and that shouldn't take probably maybe half an hour to tip, say 45 minutes maybe, once he's backed on and been sampled and stuff. And then
it's me. So actually it's not too bad, because sometimes you can be here and you are here for like 5 hours. So I'm pretty pleased with that. There's somebody that's coming after me, so unlucky for him because he'll be waiting a bit longer, but I've definitely got the good ends of the stick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to have a big Friday clean up of the cab, blow it all out, give it a good wipe down, ready for Monday morning, because once I've tipped this, hopefully I've only got one more load to pick up and then it'll be nice and clean for Monday. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
And before long, it's my turn to get on the pit and tip. I think I was really lucky to get in when I did, as there's 3 coming behind me.
That's it, we're all weighed out. I've got my ticket, so I can go on to the next farm, which is only about an hour away. So I'm going to give him a quick ring. And what time shall I say I'll be there? It's 10 to 2 now. Say 3 o'clock, just to be on the safe side.
Hello.
Hello, it's Gemma from Wayne's Transport. I'm coming to collect
Hi,
a
alright.
load of feed wheat from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be there about 3 o'clock if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, thank
See you
you.
in a bit. Cheers, bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I need to reverse in under this bin, and it would have looked like quite a good reverse if I didn't have my head in the way. I also decide to take my sheet off before I go in under, just in case it is a little bit too late to take the sheet off.
Well, that's that all loaded up, and now I'm going to take it back to Clumpton and hopefully they will have room to tip it. If not, it will have to be tipped on Monday, on Saturday or Monday, who knows. But that was quite quick for a spout load. So normally spout loads can take hour, 2 hours, whereas that was about 15 minutes. I'm out of here by 3:15 and I got here at 3. So it's really quick and snappy, which is what you need on a Friday. So I've just had some really good news. I've come into the mill to tip and they can't actually take my wheat. So that means I can go back to the yard and wash and go home. The yard isn't actually too far from here, so it's basically down the road.
When I get back, I fill up with AdBlue and we must record everything that we put into the lorry. This is so that we can prove that the trucks are not running without AdBlue. My truck uses more than a tank per week, so I must take some containers with me to top it up through the week. I then get my paperwork done so that I can take it up to the office, as I know that they want to go home and I can wash my truck after that. When I get up there, they are playing a game to see who makes the cups of tea. The winner of the game is the one who gets their coin closest to the desk over a few rounds. In this case, Yabo won and the boss man decides to pick up the dog and have a cuddle so that he can stall making the cups of tea.
I've just been in and got my folder and some ticket books and some rolls, and Josh shouted up and said that he needs to brake test my trailer. So I'm just going to pull round and get it brake tested.
When I pull over the rolling road, I need to get my first axle into the rolling road.
Where they are. Downloaded.
Once all 3 axles on the trailer have been brake tested, I can reverse back out and go and drive up to the wash and wash my truck.
So this is the before shots of my lorry. It is disgusting. Disgusting. Yuck. Hello, Davy Jones.
So I spent about an hour washing the truck and it's not in show condition, but it's in good enough condition to be nice and clean for next week. Then I set about getting all my stuff packed away and into my car, ready to go home.
One thing that I always do is take all my recycling home. Right. I was going to say that's it, but it's not, because I haven't taken the card out. Don't want to leave that in all weekend.
Thank you for watching.